Baby girl, you are so pretty, 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 pretty. Baby girl, you are so pretty, 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 pretty. Females need you just to trick me, trick me, trick me, trick me.
Hi, if you are seeing this, it means my book, Everything Was Here But You, is out now. This book touches on love, loss, grief, and the weird feeling that something is missing when you're building your beautiful, big, accomplished dream life. Check it out now. I'm sure you will find something in this book that you can relate to, and I hope it feels like a huge hug. You can get it now on Amazon and BarnesandNoble.com.
Hi, Charlie. How are you today?
Hello, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm talking to you, and I'm so excited. You popped up on my Explore page, and you're so beyond talented. So I wanted to have you on the podcast to talk about your music journey.
Thank you so much for the invite. I'm glad to come across you and let's talk about it.
So, how did you get into music? Like, what inspired that for you, and where has that taken you so far?
Honestly, like when I was growing up, I wasn't really into music, but for some reason, I just started growing up. Then I started listening to my family's music, like the way they grew up, because I'm Mexican and Ecuadorian, so they grew up with Spanish music, and that's where it started to hit me, like my roots. I was really into Spanish music. I was just listening to a lot, and then I was really into different genres in Mexican music, and so then it caught my eye, and so that's where I started to learn how to play guitar first, and then I was like, you know what, let me try singing. And honestly, like I was really bad at singing at first, like it was bad, but that was probably the year 2022, and it's 2026 now, and like I've expanded my music knowledge and um the genres I listen to. So like I'm just exploring different genres right now and just going with the flow of music and creating art now.
Well, I'm really proud that you kept going with it. I feel like it's so funny because, like, when you're a creative person, I feel like you tend to think, like, oh, my writing's bad. Oh, my work is bad. Oh, my music's bad. And
Yeah,
then people are like, this is so amazing. And you're like, is it, or do I actually suck? But I'm proud of you for beating through those thoughts and just keep going with it because that's truly how you grow and expand and get better. What genres are you exploring right now?
I've honestly, I listen to a lot. I listen to a lot of indie rock, rock, sometimes Mexican music itself, jazz. Honestly, I love a lot of different things. I feel like all the components and aspects of music, it always catches my attention.
No, it's so beautiful
Yeah,
to like to express yourself that way and like really be able to
yeah,
play around with different sounds. I feel like a lot of people don't understand that, but you can just like venture into new things and find your own sound and kind of explore as you go. There's not really like one right or wrong way to listen to music or play music. So that's amazing.
exactly.
When did you kind of realize like this wasn't just something you liked, but something you needed in your life and it was something that fulfilled you?
Honestly, it would really just be like school. Like honestly, back in high school, like I would wake up in the morning and there was times where like I noticed I was like sometimes I would forget my AirPods or like headphones, and I'm like,
Nightmare when that happens.
yeah, I'm like I'm like, yeah, I can't live without music. I just sit in the train all like it's like I'm just deeper in my thoughts now. Like
Right.
it's so weird. Like it feels so odd. That's when I noticed. I was like, yeah, music is really important to me. And not only that, but like any obstacle, honestly, like if I'm going through a phase of happiness, a phase of sadness, like if like an emotion hits me in the moment, I just try to take it out on music and listen to it or create it,
No, and that's such a beautiful like way to handle your emotions and process things. So I did want to ask you like what does creating music give you emotionally that nothing else does?
It gives me like a sense of freedom. a sense of expression and a sense of art. Honestly, I just love writing off my emotions, and I feel like as you, I saw you're an author too, so like I'm guessing I know you relate to it,
Like,
and so like we write a lot off of emotion, and we try to be creative as well to like engage audience and to connect with them.
well, and it's so funny because it's like if I don't know who I am if I'm not creating, if I'm not writing, if I'm not putting something out there, like that's how I express myself. And I feel like that can be such a double-edged sword because you're feeling things and you're relating to other people and you're able to put something out there that they're like, wow, I needed this, I relate to this.
Yeah,
And also you're like airing out your own emotions for the
exactly.
and it's just like such a vulnerable feeling. So I
Yeah,
relate to that so much. Oh my God. It's so true. And then if someone doesn't like it, it feels like, oh my God, that's literally my heart. Like, what do you mean? Like
yeah,
you need to
literally.
you need to like this because it's like a piece of me. Like
Yeah,
you're pretending I
exactly,
suck if you think it sucks.
exactly.
So sensitive and deep feeling. I'll like cry. I'll be like,
Yeah, honestly, I'm also very self-critical too. Like, honestly, like if I'm writing something and I'm like, wait, I don't like the sound of this. Like, sometimes I could be hard on myself too. Like, I feel like that's what any author though, like in that writes.
literally, I'm like, this sucks. And then everyone else is like, I'm
Yeah,
underlining this chapter. And I'm like, cool, because it didn't make the book almost. Like,
yeah.
I like it. Uh, do you write your own songs? I know you recently told me you've been doing some covers, but are you like writing your own music?
Yes, I have. I try to, the way I write, I like writing because sometimes I can't, if I force myself to like just start writing, it doesn't come out. I have to like really be in like a state of mind of focus and emotion to just start writing. And, so I usually like writing, like I like working on different pieces, like different compositions, little by little. I don't want to rush anything or any like creativity in my head. So yeah, I have like maybe like 3 songs, 4 songs I've written. Not all of them are fully done, but like they're working little by little. So
That's
yeah.
exciting. I'm sure that's exciting. Do you ever have like a moment where you're like, I like the way this sounds one day, and then the next day you're like, no, I need
Yes, yes. I hate that feeling though, because then it just like demotivates me, and then I'm like, oh my God. Or sometimes
to.
so not even with just the way I write, the way I also like sound too. Sometimes I just hear my voice over and over, and I'm like, I'm getting tired of my voice. Like, let me not play this.
Right.
But yeah,
No, it's so funny. I have the same experience with like writing. I'm like, oh, this chapter is amazing. I'm so proud of it. And then the next day I look at it, I'm like, no, absolutely not. I'm so like
yeah,
critical of myself and my writing. I'm like, is someone going to relate to this? Like, is this good? And then you can look at it with like a new set of eyes and you're like, no, this cannot be aired.
yeah. That's the way I also would think. But like, I feel like it's hard, but like, it's got to go through it. Just go with the instinct of your heart.
You really do. Who were you before you called yourself a musician?
Um, it's a good question. Honestly, I really don't know. I feel like I've never really discovered myself fully until like I started liking music. I feel like I was missing a piece of me, like some piece of me, and this is like a big piece of me. Like, music is a big piece of me because it made me realize how much I really just, not only that, just creating art, all of this. Like, I feel like before music though, I mean, I really don't know. Like I feel like I was really like just a regular kid. Yeah, I don't know.
You're just there and music added this flair to you. So it's like,
Yeah,
no, that's beautiful. I feel like art and just like doing what you love can really help you find your sense of self and your sense of identity. And what's beautiful is like it's not going anywhere. You can do
exactly.
it of your life and have it be a part of you, which is just truly amazing because it's like a foundation for a piece of yourself.
Yeah, that's the way I like to think about it.
I mean, I don't think you're ever going to quit anytime soon. You better not, or else I'm going to come to New York and I'm going to yell at you because you're really good.
No, I'm right now. I'm striving for like just to create a lot more and just be more out there.
You better remember me
And
when you're like really, really famous.
I will. I remember everybody.
What do you hope people feel when they listen to you?
Honestly, I just want them to connect with the way I sing. I feel like my goal as a musician and as a singer, as an artist, whatever you want to call me, songwriter, whatever. I just want to be able to intoxicate people with my emotion, the way I sing, the way I express, have them connect with it in the moment, and let them take it out how they want to take it out. They could take it out off of anger, off of sadness, off of joy, whatever they're feeling in the moment. Like I don't, that's for them to feel, but I just want to give my impact towards them.
Well, and that's what's beautiful. Like, it's all up to perspective. Like, you can release something and
Yeah,
someone can relate to it in their own way. And that's what's beautiful about
exactly.
art. You just have to put it out there. Because if you don't put it out there, no one can find it. That's what I always say. Like,
Yeah,
maybe it's not going to blow up right away. Maybe it's not going to reach millions. Maybe it will. You never know. But if you don't release it, no one has the ability to be like, wow, this is what I needed. This is what I needed to relate to. This is going to help me get through a hard time. You have to put it out there.
exactly. Yeah, and that mindset right there has been really helping me a lot these past like couple of weeks because I was always like shy. Like I was always shy of getting myself out there. Like I didn't know if it's like I was always like I didn't like the way people like if people were to criticize me, so it would be really hard on myself. But like honestly these past couple of weeks, months, I just been like really like okay, like I feel like this is gonna make me feel better, and that's all that matters.
Exactly. You have to do it because you love it. And then if other people love it, that's amazing. And, then
Yeah,
even more bigger. But you have to do it because you love it. And I love that you love it.
exactly.
And it
That's right.
really does show that you love it. So,
I thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I mean, that's the goal. I just want to make sure people know that I'm really loving what I'm doing right now.
yeah, I love that. Do you have any artists that inspire you?
Artists, I have a lot, honestly. I listen to a lot of Jeff Buckley. I listen to some Cigarettes After Sex, some Mac DeMarco, some Mexican artists, and their name is Juan Gabriel, Ivan Cornejo. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of genres and Nirvana. Yeah, there's like a lot of Deftones. Like off the top of my head, like those like the ones I listen to a lot. Yeah.
I love Cigarettes After Sex. I feel like all those like artists that you just listed are like so deep feeling and vulnerable, which is just true
Yeah.
that I get when I listen to what you sing. So I love that so much.
Thank you. Yeah, they really do inspire me. Just the way they compose, the way they express. It's amazing.
No, it really is. And like, I feel like my favorite thing about like music is when it's deep feeling and you can understand why someone is singing what they sing. Like, I love rap, don't get me wrong, but when you
Yeah,
talk about the same thing over and over again, it's like, what am I getting when I'm listening to this? I listen to music
exactly.
to relate, and I'm not going to relate to drugs and money and cars and the same thing being
Yeah,
and over again the whole song. I mean, that's great when you're working out. I love a good rap when I'm trying to do some cardio or lifting weights or whatever, but like I want to feel and I want to listen to a song and then be able to reflect after. And if I can't do that, that's not an artist for me. So I love that that's something that
yeah,
you strive to do when you're creating.
yeah. I just really want to connect with the audience. I think that's the most important person as a creator. You don't want to like disengage from the audience. You want to always feel connected towards them because it makes them feel better and it makes you feel better. So it works both ways.
You're gonna be so big. I can't wait. Like I can't wait to see you grow. You're gonna be so huge. I'm gonna actually like I had him on the pod. We're gonna have to do like a future podcast episode when you're like massive and I'm like a New York Times best-selling author and
Yeah. I mean, it's in God's will. We just gotta keep going for it.
you have to. I mean, if we stop now, then we're not gonna get to where we want to go.
Exactly. You're right.
You can't stop. Has music ever helped you through some dark times or identity shifts? I feel like you kind of mentioned that it's been like a light for you through some like sad times. Do you want to talk about
Um, Honestly, yeah, I feel like music really just has, um, just because like there's a lot of times where like I feel like with sadness, I feel like you don't always have to have a reason to be sad. It just happens.
it? You don't want
So
to, but it does.
yeah, it just happens. So like I feel like I have a lot of those, like a lot to this day. I just get a random wave of sadness, and it's just like the way I could really cope with it is just listen to music or create music in the moment, and that's how I really just let out what I'm thinking. And yeah, like I feel like it also helped me like find my identity and like really know who I am as a person and who I want to be as a, like growing up now, like growing more into the future. Um, it really has it filled a big part of me for my identity.
I love that. And no, I feel like it's beautiful again to like have something that you can lean back on when you're having a hard time or when you're going through something. Cause it's like, you know what, maybe I don't know who I am, but I'm also this artist and I create these things. And then you can go back to that and it's like, okay, this is who I am. I am a musician.
Exactly.
I don't know what's going on with school or with my personal life or whatever. I know who I am on one level, which is you're a creative person. And you always have that to look back at.
Yes, that's the best part about it.
It really is. Do you ever kind of put pressure to perform a version of yourself? I know you said you recently started posting on Instagram, but have you
Hmm.
felt any pressure with that to kind of like be a better version of yourself, or like kind of almost like be careful with what you're sharing or posting?
Yeah, I actually have. I think about a lot, honestly. Most of the time when I if I post something, I usually will like watch it 1,000 times and I'm like,
You're
does
so
this really
me.
sound good? Yeah. Like, does this sound good? Like, is this good? Or like people gonna like it, people gonna dislike it. And then like, yeah, it builds pressure up on like on myself and like and the way I feel about it. And then like there's times where like I'm like, oh, maybe I'll post this another day, and I never end up posting it, or like sometimes I'm just like, you know what, I'm just post it.
And then,
So
like it either sits there in your camera roll forever or you post.
yeah,
I mean, you found me from it, so there we go. We got some good vibes. I mean,
yeah, that means something's going right. Yeah.
I was like, you have such a unique, beautiful voice, and I was like, you know what? I want him on the podcast. Like, let me just ask, what's the worst thing that can happen? He says no.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really glad we did across each other, because I feel like this is like from creator to creator, it's really nice to express our ideas.
It's nice for us to be able to look out for each other too, because I feel like it's really brutal out here, and it's hard to compare yourselves and get stuck in the mindset of, oh my God, is what I'm doing enough? When you really are doing enough, but it's just hard to, see that when you're in your own like head. So I'm happy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What would you say is the hardest part about kind of chasing something creative at the age you are?
Hmm. What is honestly, I feel like wow. I mean, honest.
Question.
Yeah, it is a
Like,
good question.
damn.
No, I like it though. Let's see. I mean, just like success in general. I feel like, um, honestly, like the way I'm seeing music right now is that, like, obviously, yeah, I want to make it a full-time career, and that's my number one goal. So like, success is like, I mean, if it comes with it, if it's in God's will, then it would be amazing for me. But if not, I just know music is gonna be like, it's gonna be in my life forever, until like the day I die. And so like, um, I just want, I mean, honestly, if success doesn't come, it's okay. I just wanna make sure I still have an audience to connect with, and like, I'm still getting my work out there, and that I feel like that's what really matters more to me than just any type of luxury, like anything that comes with that in that aspect.
No, I love that. And I love that you're so humble because you know what? Like, yeah, it'd be great if you like blow up tomorrow, but at the end of the day, you're doing this for yourself and because it fulfills you and you want to create and inspire people. And I always say, if I can inspire at least 5 people, my job is done. Like, that is what
Exactly.
I ever want because those are 5 people who will feel less alone by what you do and by your music. And you know what? That matters more than 50 million people following me, but not actually caring about what I'm doing or posting.
Exactly.
A community of people that actually do support me and show up for me and listen or buy or whatever what I'm sharing and resonate with it than, a bunch of people that don't really care and just are here to, be a highlight reel.
Exactly. I feel like that's the most important part. I feel like I feel like every creator should feel like that way, like how the way you're describing it, just because I feel like it just gives more character to all those people.
No, it does. And like, I feel like something I don't like about these big artists, and you can like disagree or not, but like, I feel like almost get cocky. It's like, oh, like I'm the most
Yeah,
ever. And it's like, dude, we all put our pants on the same way. Like, we all are doing
exactly.
the same weird habits of taking out the garbage and doing dishes and functioning like an adult. Like, be a little bit of humble and remember why you started this in the first place. Like, you have
Exactly. I feel like I don't know. I feel like I mean, yeah. I mean, there's been a lot of people that get a sense of wealth, and then obviously they just start forgetting their roots, and I feel like that's like a nightmare for me. Like if I were to like succeed off of this, because I just feel like I would want to prevent that from ever happening. You know, I like I feel like if I'm succeeding, I just want to like be able to give back to, you know, not only just music wise, but like other things, you know, always give back to the community.
Always. That's how my mom raised me, to be kind. You never know what someone's going through, and to always give when you can. And that's something I admire about Drake. He always gives back and is very
Yeah.
community. I think that's a good example of an artist that does this more than just doing it for the success. So my next question kind of ties into that. If your music blows up tomorrow, what do you hope stays the same about you?
Um,
Hope your music blows up tomorrow. You deserve that. Are
thank
you
you
ready
so
for
much.
that though? I don't know.
Mentally, you know, that's a good question. Um, I'll answer that one after this one. Wait, what was the question again? Oh yeah, if it blows up,
Blows up, what do you hope stays the same about you?
I honestly everything that I have right now, like everything, like I mean, I feel like my consistency, my kindness, everything, you know, all these aspects of myself, I really hope I still have, and I feel like I just hope I don't lose my identity as I go along with if I do blow up like by tomorrow, and I just don't want to lose myself. I want to make sure I'm always like the same person, same humble person, and just yeah. I mean, honestly, that's really about it. I just want to be the same person. Obviously, you know, I want to grow and mature still, you know, but that comes with time. So
Well, no, it
yeah,
does. Like, I always am told, like, oh, when you're 30, you're going to look at your 19-year-old self and be like, wow, like, I'm so different. And I think that's beautiful. I think growing in your art is, like, truly such a beautiful part of doing it because you're almost documenting your life in a way and your journey.
yeah,
I mean, which is beautiful to even look back on. But
exactly.
you are amazing and you are so kind. You are not going to change if you blow up tomorrow. I can tell you that. So.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, yeah, that's the number one goal too. I just be humble all the time.
No, truly, you have to. Because you know what? Like, you never know who's watching. And that's something that I've realized. Like, a younger kid can watch you and then be like, wow, he's so cocky. So I need to grow up to be cocky. Or he's so kind. I should grow up to be kind. And I
Yeah.
think that is truly amazing. Because you know what? Like, people are always watching and you got to set a good example always.
Exactly. I feel like that's the thing too. Like, there's a lot of influencers out here still, or just anybody really that just gives off the wrong impression to these people growing up, you know. And they're like, this is like, it's important for like somebody with like a platform to like give the right impression to these people because it makes an impact. Really, it really does.
No, it's so true. Social media is so impressionable. And you could post the
Yeah.
wrong thing and someone gets the wrong idea about how they should live their life because I feel like for whatever reason we put these people on pedestals and it's like you
Yeah.
just gotta be yourself and yeah you can be inspired by these people you see online but don't do everything like them because we're all at
Exactly.
the end of the day.
Exactly.
Are you ready to blow up tomorrow? Are you in the mental frame for that or do you think you have some growing and soul?
Um, Mentally, you know, I've actually thought about this question a lot. Like it's so random. Like sometimes I just go to sleep before I go to sleep, and then I just kind of think I'm like, if I'm were to blow up within a week, tomorrow or this year, you know, I'm really like think a lot. I'm like, am I actually mentally ready? Just because I feel like it's like a life changing moment, you know, like there's a lot of things that will start happening, you know, and it could be good and bad, you know. With more like success comes more problems, you know, and I believe that because there's so much to maintain, so it's just gonna be a lot more on my back. So yeah, I thought about it and I'm like, I feel like with if I were to blow up by tomorrow or next week or this year, you know, I feel like it would have to take me like like probably like a couple months to just get adjusted to everything
Right.
because it's such a shift in my life. So it's like I had to get used to everything, and then but just always just stay focused, you know, stay consistent and drive through.
I agree. And it's almost like every step we take leads us to where we're meant to go. And it's like, yeah, like, you know, I don't know if I would be ready for my book to become a bestseller tomorrow. Like, I think I still need to do some growing within myself. Like, I'm a great person, don't get me wrong, but like, I don't think I'm ready for my work to be that vulnerable for every single person on earth to see,
Yeah,
which is like a good reminder when I'm in the process of why hasn't this happened yet? Maybe because I'm not ready for it to happen yet. And that's okay. Like, it's one step at a time. So,
exactly.
uh,
Yeah.
so as we kind of wrap this up, what would you tell younger you if he could see you now?
Oh, I would just, I'll just tell him like, wow,
Some
what
reflective.
would I tell him? I'd probably tell him like, hmm, just stay true to yourself. Don't ever lose hope, you know, just always be thoughtful in every way that comes with it, you know, just be thoughtful with everybody, be thoughtful with your friends, your family, the work you do, the creativity they're gonna bring in, you know, and just be ready to just be vulnerable with everybody, the audience, you know, create something that you love.
I love that. Where do you want to be in 5 years?
In 5 years, I would love to I would love to be out of America and just playing gigs. That's where I would like to be, and um, you know, just enjoy and just keep enjoying the process of creating music and connecting the audience.
You're really in it for the right reasons, and I have to come to one of your shows one day. That's happening. So
Of course, you're gonna be invited. You're gonna be
I'll,
right there.
I'll be your biggest fan. I got you. I'll be wearing a shirt that says Charlie's number one
Exactly.
fan. Charlie, what do you want someone listening to take away from this episode?
Um, be don't be afraid to get yourself out there. Um, you know, it's okay to feel shy. I'm shy. I've always been shy,
You
but
just give me shy vibes. Come on, you're doing amazing.
thank you. Honestly, no, it's really different. You know, I could talk. I tend to sometimes talk a lot. Sometimes I just quiet off. But just you know, it's okay to be shy. It's okay to not know your identity right now. Everything happens for a reason. You know, it's step by step. You know, you get to where you want to be if you just go for it. You know, just go for it. If you're feeling like you don't want to get yourself out there, you know, for like the wrong reasons, it's okay. You know, I've been there too. So you know, small steps at a time, you know, just always stay inspired, you know, like look at the right people to look at and just look how they're doing and you know, just motivate yourself.
I love that so much. I got to come to New York and I'll help you write a song. Maybe I'll use my author abilities and I'll write you a song and
That would be amazing.
that'd be
That
so
would
fun. We can have a bagel and get you out to the New York bagel shops because
be
what the
exactly.
New York and not know about the bagels that I have a problem with that.
Yeah.
That's not okay.
It's not, but I'll try one day.
You better for me. You need to. Where can we find you on Instagram? I know, but share with the listeners.
Okay, on Instagram, it would be everything's lowercase Charlie dot C dot underscore.
You do
That's
TikTok or anything else or no?
TikTok, yes. Let me see what I forgot my username.
I really hate
Um,
TikTok so much.
it would be Charlie C underscore music.
Awesome.
That's
Thank you so much, Charlie. I really enjoyed chatting with you. I can't wait to stay in touch and release the episode.
Thank you so much. I really do appreciate the invite and the talk we had today. It's been a
It's so
blast.
fun. So fun. Thank you so much. We'll stay in touch.
Thank you. Of course. See you.
Bye. Have a good day.
Bye, you too.